Yes, I know. It's kind of gross, but I try to get all my vegetables in the very first thing in the morning, just so anything I eat after that is an added bonus. Today's kind of an editing day, so I'm not really doing anything. But today I'm editing a gaming video. Now, we're not known for gaming videos, but we have several that have multiple millions of views. Since I'm editing a game today, I wanted to break down, if you wanted to start a gaming channel, what is your best way to have a fighting chance? Because it is a very high level of competition for gaming. Me and my son played this game yesterday, and I have the whole video to edit by 6 p.m. tonight. It is currently 9:16, and to be honest with you, I don't know if I'll make it. Okay, so let's start with why. In my opinion, people think it's easy. It is far from the truth. The thing that draws most people to starting a gaming channel is you can do it right from your computer. You can do everything right from the computer. And it kind of brings you to new worlds, and you can play different games and have different experiences. But there's a lot more that goes into it. Now, with anything to do with YouTube or social media in general, there's good and bad. Let's start with the good. But keep in mind, what I'm about to show you is our channel has been on for 10 years. We have 8 million subscribers. So this is not going to be typical for everybody at first, unless you're very lucky. Let's take, for an example, this video. This is a video we made a while ago, maybe a year or two ago. It's currently sitting at 2.8 million views with 218,000 hours of watch time. Our current revenue was $14,000. Now, I know for a lot of you, that's all you needed to see. You're done. You're starting a gaming channel today. But before you do that, let's go through the bad first. There's always a catch. I chose this particular video to demonstrate on purpose because I know how long it took me to make. In total, the entire straight working hours to make this video was 32 hours. And 32 hours seems like, for $14,000, that's a pretty good trade-off. But it was actually more than 32 hours. When you're doing social media, you wake up every day working. You're already beginning to start ideas and planning. It took over 100 hours. If we're thinking about mind power and movement and getting everything together, there's a lot that goes into it. And that $14,000 did not come in one chunk. That's been over the course of a couple years. Let's say you've seen enough. You want to start a gaming channel. I just convinced you. The gaming niche is very, very competitive. To even begin to stand out, you have to tell a story. You have to have some sort of mission that you're going to do during this game. Whether it be something's on the line, like there's stakes at hand, or you're trying to accomplish something that nobody else has done. You have to go further than the last guy. If you think you can just sit there and play and talk, unless you're like a celebrity or something, maybe, you have to look at the top gaming channels, see what they're doing, and do it better. What do I mean when I say you have to do it better? Need to put in work before I put in work. I always try to do something physical, super physical, before I sit down and edit for 8 hours. I try this walk and talk thing, but I gotta kind of look at the ground. It's rattlesnake season. They can be anywhere. I can only speak for myself what actually doing something different actually means. Here's what we do different. Our videos are usually based around short, scary games. So they're usually games I've never played before. Hey, air conditioning. So today I'm just starting to edit, but the fact is I'm already in like 15 hours. Here's our order of operations. 1, we find the game. Pretty simple for me because my boys, they kind of know what's popping. That's what I hear. Yo, Dad, this game is popping off. That's how I kind of know where to start. Step 2, learn everything I can about this game without revealing the story too much because I want that to be a surprise. So that takes a long time to just kind of figure out how long the levels are. I always try to look for like modding, like anything you can do to mod the game to enhance the storytelling is great. Step 3, I go through and find other YouTubers that played this game, and I look for the highest viewed videos and try to figure out why they have so many views. That part takes a long time. From there, step 4 is actually modding the game, which a lot of times can come with a strew of computer viruses that you have to deal with. And then you finally get to the point of playing the game. Now the nerdy stuff. What gear and software do I use? First thing I use, this is a Sony, one of the small ones, Sony ZV-E10 II. It just has really high quality. I've used these things before, these like webcam. They're great. On this I use a 20mm prime lens, so I can adjust the aperture really high, and then just a shotgun mic, because I film them separate. I film separately on the camera and I screen record separately, and I align them in the editing software because for me it's just easier. I play all the games on this massive beast of a computer that is completely overkill. Screen recording software, the NVIDIA GeForce Experience, I think it's what it's called, records the screen in 4K, and that's all plenty enough. It's really high resolution. It's never really failed me. I've never really had the need to go to, I know there's like OBS, which a lot of people play. There's a learning curve to that. I just don't have time to figure that out. I'm sure there's an easier way to do it. And I edit everything on a Mac, because the new Mac, like, what are these little guys here? They're like crazy good video editing, especially in DaVinci Resolve, which I've edit the entire video in DaVinci Resolve, but I do a lot of work in After Effects and Blender. Let's get into the editing process and what it actually takes to tell a story in your gaming. Now, I know I'm talking really fast and going through this as quickly as possible. I just hate like these like 40-minute videos of how to do this. I don't have 40 minutes to watch a video. We're playing this game called Peak, which is like, the objective of this game is to climb this mountain. The main objective of the video was going to be that we're going to, like, honestly, just climb to the top of the first peak, which all in all took 45 minutes, but I'm trying to cut this down to a 10-minute video. So in order to make that flow smoothly, we have to go through piece by piece and see what needs to change. I have a rough edit of how this whole story is going to go. But there's a lot of gaps. This may ruin the illusion of a lot of big gamers. Here's a very quick example of what I'm talking about. Let me play the video here.
Yeah!
Come on, go.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I'm gonna go this way. So he threw the coconut at me, and then it just kind of ended there. It kind of just skipped to the next scene. I kind of want to finalize that whole little situation. So here's what I'll do. First, we're gonna load the game back up. This is where my modding comes in. So I got this little fly mod that I can just fly wherever I wanna go. What I'm gonna do is find a spot that kind of looks like where we were. So now I act like I'm playing the game, get into my acting. I don't trust you. I'm not turning my back on you anymore.
Are you okay?
No, I'm not okay.
I'm sorry to hear that.
I don't trust you. I'm not turning my back on you anymore. I'm gonna go this way. So I kind of made it flow in because my back was turned to him on the next scene. It's kind of goofy. You get the idea. These little tiny things that you go through piece by piece and just fill in the blanks. Unless you're extremely talented and you can go through and just tell a complete story, this is the best way to keep it consistent. Now this is a very long-winded video, and I usually don't like to do these long-winded type videos, but there's a lot of really boring stuff that goes into creating a gaming channel. But it is fun to tell the story, and it is fun to play the game with my kid. Can't beat that. I've been editing for the last 2 hours. It's already noon. I have 6 hours to finish this video. It's not gonna happen.